So project management is an important factor in your career, right? So let's see how much do you know on your project management. So let's do a quick assessment using the flashcard technique. Of course, we don't have flashcard right now on site. So what we do is we'll just simply show you some of the topics and let's see how much do you know of those elements. If we talk about prototype, what is prototype? And the way that it's done is that when you read any of those elements, just ask yourself and answer within 30 seconds. That is telling you that, do you know this concept? Do you know this tool or technique, the input or output? And how quickly can you recall about it? What is the fishbone? What's the other name of the fishbone? Ishikawa or cause and effect diagram, stakeholder management strategy. So when you read the concept, you read the name, what is it? What knowledge area is this? Where are you going to use it? So what is about the overall stakeholder management? What is co-location? Gold plating, 3 types of PMO, management reserve, performance baseline. So the way that you should do that is pause the video and answer yourself. And then let's look at the answers, right? So prototype is basically, you start that in your collect requirements. Basically, it's the early working model, just like the small car that you make, and just make sure that it's working the way it's supposed to work before you make the actual one. Most of the time, construction companies, they do a prototype of the towers. Fishbone, as I mentioned, it's to identify the root cause of any problem that is happening. We already understand the stakeholder management. So you put up a strategy, how to use stakeholders, where are you going to engage them? Co-location is where in times of planning, you bring in different people from different areas in one location. So that's called co-location. Gold plating, once you define the scope, if you do anything extra, that's called gold plating. 3 points or 3 types of PMO. You have supportive PMO, you have directive PMO, and it's controlling PMO, depending on how much authority and power they have. Management reserve, so you have contingency reserve, which will be used by the project manager. And then after that, there is a management reserve, which will be used by management. Project manager cannot use it without giving justification, depending on your organization criteria. And of course, performance baseline, which is telling you where or what is the performance of the project. How well are you doing? Performance baseline is actually comprised of 3 baselines: scope baseline, cost baseline, and schedule baseline. Just like this one, carry on with further on your practicing case. So the way you're supposed to do this is just like what I have been doing for the previous topics. Just carry on and answer. You have more items there. Then you have further more items. And that normally is what we discuss in more detail in our sessions. So if you have any questions, concerns, let me know after you practice your flashcards.